What's up, guys? Iceman here. So this video is going to cover the Lester Stillwell shark attack that I believe led to several others. This apparently is one of the most gruesome shark attacks in history. And first off, I'd like to thank you guys for your support on this channel. This is my second YouTube channel, and I've been posting other videos on here that aren't just bear attacks. So if you're interested, you can subscribe to this page, hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video, and like the video to help me build up this channel. Thank you for your support thus far, so let's get into this story. Beach resorts expanded as East Coast cities developed into contemporary metropolises. The renowned Jersey Shore in New Jersey offered a welcome respite from the congested, stinky, and noisy streets of New York, Brooklyn, and Philadelphia. The famous Atlantic City developed into a well-liked vacation spot for the entire East Coast. However, a sudden natural disaster struck the Garden State. Surprisingly, 4 shark attacks happened on the same day in 1916. While July 12 began as an ordinary summer day, retired Captain Thomas Cottrell saw a huge black figure moving with the tide towards the old Matawan Wharf. He knew sharks didn't swim in brackish waters like Matawan Lake, but he recalled of recent reports of shark attacks in the nearby lake. No one had ever heard of sharks swimming 11 miles inland. Cottrell yelled a warning, but Lester Stillwell and his companions did not listen to him. Despite suffering from epilepsy, Lester went out for a swim with his companions after lunch. Lester told his friend, while in the water, that he felt something rub against his leg. But what was there to be afraid of in Matawan Lake? Suddenly, a large dorsal fin emerged from the water. The boys screamed, and Lester disappeared. The boys then returned to town, and 3 men ran to the edge of the lake and scanned the surface for Lester. No one believed it was actually a shark. Rescuers thought the boy must have drowned, but 2 days later, Lester Stillwell's body was recovered while floating on the water about 150 meters from the shoreline. When Arthur Smith, a carpenter, rushed to the scene, he threw himself into the lake in search of the missing child. Smith was immediately attacked by something invisible to his eyes. Blood oozed from his legs as he swam to shore. The shark made its second potential casualty that day. Smith survived the encounter with over a dozen stitches. Local shopkeeper Stanley Fisher joins the underwater search for poor Lester Stillwell. Stanley saw Arthur Smith being dragged onto the shore, but he continued to dive. When Stanley found the dead body lying on the ocean floor, he grabbed one leg and tried to get it up to the surface. But before he managed to free the lifeless victim, the shark found Stanley's thigh. Other members of the search party rushed to Stanley and beat the shark away from the boat with a paddle. Stanley suffered a wide laceration on his right thigh, running from his hip to his knee. He had at least 10 pounds of flesh removed, and the rest of his leg was a bloody mess. He was then rushed to the nearest hospital, which was 20 miles away. What a disgusting event that this shark, over such a small course of time, attacked 3 different people and killed one. That poor child, swimming in the supposed non-shark infested waters. What a miserable thing that must have been. Sharks terrify me because while underwater, it's very hard, as far as I see it, to fight for your life. You have so much resistance working against you. It's difficult to get in a good punch or a kick, or probably even a stab for that matter if you are equipped with a spear or a knife. And if you don't have a means of protection on you, you're going against a predator who is completely optimized for that environment. So just considering how unfair that is on its own, is a terrifying endeavor. Not to mention how many attacks take place with people swimming on the surface of the water with no means of breathing underwater. So once you're pulled beneath the surface, what a deadly premonition that must be. But have you guys heard about this shark attack situation? I intend to explore other shark attacks as well on this channel, so stay tuned for those videos. And subscribe to this page if you guys will for more haunting tales from the Iceman.